Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Tuesday, May 1st, 2012. There's a lot to cover, so let's get right into the charts here. We'll start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures, and you'll see that they are trading flat on the session this morning, right to around 1393.50. So futures have come down off the morning high, but they never were really trading that high this morning. So futures are coming in just a tad at the moment. Whenever we see the futures down, we always look to see if the U.S. dollar index is trading higher. And this morning, the dollar, it really is not trading higher at all. And the futures are just struggling to catch a bid. Many of the markets across the pond in Europe and also in Asia are closed today, but there were a few that are open. I believe that the FTSE or the London market is open, and I believe that Japan was also open, maybe Australia as well. So I believe Australia was open as well, but India was closed. The Shanghai index was closed. The Hang Seng index was closed. You also have most of the German DAX, French CAC 40, Spain and Italy are all closed as well. So once again, it's going to be a little bit on the quiet side, I think, today. But overall, the markets are basically flat to start the morning, and we're really not seeing much action in anything too much out there, at least to start the morning. So we'll see where this trades right now. If you do take a look at the European markets, you do have the FTSE trading up about 0.4%. But the rest of the other markets are all closed this morning for holiday. And we'll just see how it all plays out and shakes out. But right now, we can't make too much out of it. We just got to really just see how this market plays out over the next few hours. Alrighty, couple things I want to talk about quickly. One, gold is trading up a little bit. So you have the GLD maybe in a little bit of action, trading around 162 this morning. GLD closed around 161.88 yesterday, so just up a little bit. Spot gold is up about 4 points at the moment to 16.68 an ounce. You also have oil trading down about 10 cents to around 104.77. We'll take a look at the USO. That usually will reflect a little bit of a down move. USO really trading around the 39.75 level with very little volume today. So basically a flat open for oil, flat open for gold, and really a flat open for the stock market. We still have an hour to go before the opening bell, so anything can happen. But right now, we're not really seeing all that much out there, at least from my vantage point at the moment. We will probably have a little bit of volatility in the first couple of hours, but with all the European markets closed, I'm not sure we're going to see a whole lot of action today. And yesterday was a sleepy Monday, if I've ever seen one. All right, let's take a look at a couple stocks in the news today. We're going to start off with Archer Daniels, ticker symbol ADM. Stock's trading right around $30.83. This is basically where it closed yesterday. I believe they did have news. I'm not seeing anything in the way of gaps that look significant here. So there's really not much we would do with the stock at the moment. Another stock that I saw moving this morning was PFCB. This is PF Chang's stock is getting taken out private, so the stock is trading up around $52. There's nothing to do here if you own it. Congratulations, take profits. If you don't own it, you just leave it alone. It is a takeover. Avon had earnings. I don't know how it's doing, but we'll take a look at the stock. Stock is getting hit, trading around the 21 level. Has some support. I'm going to say down here. You have a big level at 1935. That's what you want to watch for on Avon. If it gets down there, I think it's worth a shot as an intraday bounce play. Avon around 1935. Otherwise, I wouldn't really touch it or do much with it. But around 1935, you could see an intraday bounce on that stock. Another stock that I saw that was getting hit this morning was ticker symbol GOLD, Randgold Resources. I'm not sure of the news here, but the stock is selling off a little bit today, and it's still in a weak technical position. There's going to be some support around the 81 area, 81.40, $81 even number, if it gets down to that level. Otherwise, there's not a lot to do with this name right now. Still not showing us much strength on the charts, and ultimately it looks like it could go lower. So be careful with that one. Let's take a look at ticker symbol VPHM. This is Viral Farmer. This stock is getting hit this morning as well, and it looks like it could have downside momentum even further. So I'd be very, very careful with this one. Let me give you some levels that I have for this viral farmer in just 1 second. Yeah, if it breaks through this $19 level, you don't want to do anything till it gets down to around, wow, this is a pretty good fall. But this could go all the way down to $16.50 and then ultimately back down to $15. So again, this is a pretty sizable gap. Fails to hold here, leave this thing alone, it may go much lower. So you got to be very, very careful. This one could break down today. So be very, very careful with this stock. It is not showing us much strength at the moment at all. So be very, very careful with this stock. That's pretty much it. All that I'm seeing on that particular name this morning. So we'll leave it at that today. We'll keep it nice and short. The market is somewhat on the quiet side with all the European markets closed. Continue to watch the US dollar index. If the dollar starts to move higher, ultimately the major stock indexes will start to move lower. So we'll have to see how that all plays out and how that trades going forward. But again, the dollar is the dominating force in the market, in my opinion, as markets seem to trade inverse to the US dollar index. Alrighty, everybody, with that said, we'll leave it there. Have a great trading day, and we'll see you all on the charts tomorrow. Take care now.